Pune. I've been drawing ever since I was a kid. I love listening to stories. I had my dad, who's sitting right over there, tell me stories when I was a kid, and I had my mom reading out stories to me from Bengali books. And I have an older brother who used to play video games, and I used to watch him when he used to play video games. I used to love watching those video game stories unfold. That was amazing for me. And that's basically what I did. And when I was a kid, I didn't have a TV because my brother has an eye problem, so my parents decided that let's not give them TV. But for some reason, I had an internet connection, and I used to watch cartoons. I used to watch videos on YouTube on how to draw, how to use Photoshop, and that's basically how I started drawing professionally. So naturally, when people saw the fact that I was drawing and making art, they were like, oh, in order to make this as a living, you need to go into a good college. You need to get into a good college, and you need to like study hard and make sure that you get into a good college. And I was like, yeah, cool, why not? Like, drawing all day seems like a paradise for me. So that's what I did. I used to watch YouTube videos, and I practiced for all these entrance exams and everything. So after that, around 8th standard, I started illustrating for some magazines and stuff. I worked for a couple of agencies and stuff later on. And so after 10th, I took arts. And the general response to people taking arts is like, are you a gone case or what? Some auntie will come and tell you. And that's the basic general response to arts. And all my friends who had taken arts at that point, who wanted to go into design and arts colleges, had gone into these tuition classes and all, and their parents had sent them, and all of them used to go 6-7 hours a day. And for some reason, that idea didn't resonate well with me. And when my parents told me that, like, hey, join some art class, it'll help you, I sat them down and I told them, look, here's this online course by Dice Tsutsumi and Robert Kondo, who were Pixar artists. And so they had this course up online, and I told my parents, might as well just invest in this course because I'll learn a lot more about art. I don't want to like learn about how to crack an entrance exam. I want to learn how to draw well. I want to learn how to express myself well. And simultaneously, I used to take photos and post it on my Instagram, and I gradually built up an audience on Instagram. And that's what I did. And basically, up until 11th standard, I used to freelance with companies. I made a couple of mugs and stuff for Chumbak. I used to work with agencies. I bought myself a laptop with the money that I made through freelance. And this all happened, 11th went by, 12th went by. I practiced, I used to look at those online courses, I used to look at other online courses, I used to look at YouTube videos and stuff. And basically, 12th went by, I gave all the entrance exams. And after giving the entrance exams, I didn't get in. I didn't get in into any college that I wanted, and they sent all the rejection letters and stuff. And I was, well, up until that point, everybody had told me, like, you won't make it as an artist if you don't get into a college, if you don't get into this college, if you don't get into that college. And I was like, well, this is over now. I can't draw anymore. I most probably won't be able to make it as a living. And the more I thought about it, I had done fine up until that point, just by learning stuff online. I had worked with agencies and stuff. I knew how to use Photoshop and stuff. So I thought, well, if no college will accept me, I'll learn myself. I'll try to learn everything myself. I'll work harder and I'll hustle harder than everybody else. I'll make sure that I do that. That's my responsibility. And I'll still try to make it somehow. So that's what I did. I packed up all my stuff. I left all the college apps, and I enrolled myself in a local art program here in Pune it's in Abhinav. So I'm doing a degree course over there, and they didn't even have an entrance exam. That's the best thing that I liked about that. I just went inside and they were like, okay, you can start now. And so I did that. And I've been looking at online videos, I've been practicing really hard. I used to work for 17 hours a day. My hand swelled up and I couldn't draw for a bit. that was bad. But then I had back pains and stuff. I tried to work as hard as I could, and I made sketchbook illustrations. I posted all of this on Instagram. These are some of my illustrations. I made paintings, and I made comics. I basically dabble in as much stuff as I can. So this comic, if any of you have celebrated birthdays, you'll often see some people just throwing full cakes on other people's faces for some reason, which makes no sense. People don't get to eat and shit, and these people are like throwing cakes all around. They take swords and stuff to cut cakes, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. So I made this comic. It's a 15-page comic. You can read it on my Instagram. It's called #CakeLivesMatter. There's a pastry in the corner going like, pastry lives matter too. If you've heard about the Black Lives Matter thing then. So I make comics. I made this zine. It's this zine that I wrote it, and I just posted it online for free. So most people were like, hey, this is 3 months worth of work and you just posted it online for free. Why did you do that? So I was like, I just like doing this and I want people to see the work that I did. Within 2 days, Vice, the Creators Project segment of Vice, did this tiny article on me, and that meant the world to me. Like, I owe a lot to them, and they did this tiny article on me, which really meant a lot to me. Thank you. Then, a couple of months ago, the good folks over at Instagram, the official Instagram thing, contacted me and told me, hey, we'd like to feature you, and if you'd like it, then you can also be on a story segment for 24 hours, and you can make a pitch to us about what you want your story to be. So I made a pitch to them. I was traveling. I was in Delhi at the time. I was on an assignment, so I made it overnight, and I sent the pitch over to them. That got accepted, and I got featured on the main Instagram page, and my story was up there. And just before, the day before this, Messi and Neymar were promoting like Barcelona on their main page, and then there's me, so that was intense, and that means the world to me. So it boils down to the fact that what is the moral of this, like what is the point of this talk, that what is the point that I'm trying to make? Well, we see so many people less privileged than us hustling hard and working hard. If you see, there are so many staff people over here. There are people who wait, I'm just going to drink a little bit of water, my mouth is dry. So we see so many people hustling hard around us, and that inspires me to the fullest, because these people are a product of their circumstances. It's not like they wanted to be this, but still they show up for work every day, they work hard and they all have their own problems and stuff, and in spite of that, you see them working hard, and that really inspires a lot of the work that I do. And the fact that these days most of us have like a smartphone or a tablet or whatever, and we can just access the internet and learn stuff on the internet, and it's all mostly available for free. And like, it's good, like of course if you get into a good college it's amazing and all, but there are so many people in India, and like there's so much competition all the time. If you've grown up in India, you've heard this a billion times: competition is there, competition is there, competition is there. And well, if you're learning online, you get to learn at your own pace. Of course, you have to make judgments, like you have to, like the stuff that you learn is based upon you. You have to see that whether or not you should apply it to your field or not. But there's so much available online, YouTube videos, you can watch how to learn Photoshop or whatever. In any creative field for that matter of fact, you can see how to make do in that field by looking at online videos. And the fact that some reject kid from Pune has 28,000 people looking at his work every other day is like, even though I didn't get into a college or anything, means the fact that anybody can do it on the internet. And if you just hustle hard on the internet, you can make do, and that's the beautiful art of hustling. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.